of the National League Championship Series between the New York Mets and the San Francisco Giants. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 San Francisco Giants.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. Harold, what's the key for them against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, they got a great pitcher on the mound, so to me, my philosophy changes when I know he's throwing. I only need a couple runs. So I get that leadoff guy on, I may move him up and drive in a run every time I get an opportunity. And then it just relaxes him on the mound as well, knowing he's got a couple runs early and let him do his thing.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is pulled into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Stepping in, Carlos Correa. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one.
That was a tough split right there. A splitter in the high 80s. When you're throwing that kind of split with that kind of movement, you're reading it with the arm speed as a hitter. You think it's fastball, then it dips. And when it's coming in the 80s like that, you definitely read fastball out of the hand.
Hard hit to first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. Two gone now here in the first.
Batting third.
So striding forward now, Chris Bryant. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And the inning will continue as that's through for a two-out hit.
So the first two batters of the inning go out, and then the three-hitter gets a base hit here, bringing up the middle of the order. This guy's got power. It could be 2-0 before you blink.
Myers.
Here's Will Myers as Tanaka jumps ahead of him here at strike one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down two strikes.
What a good pitch. He went way out of the zone to try to swing and catch up to that slider. Now you got him thinking. It's 0-2. You can throw him anything you want.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Cruz sprinting after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Stepping into the box, David Peralta. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count. Here it comes, 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. 3-0 count, here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball taken right down the middle. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, but he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Center fielder,
Franklin Gutierrez checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0.
That's a great check swing. That's tough to hold up on that pitch. It looks like a fastball, and the slider just breaks away from you. He's held up, though. Strong hands.
One out, nobody on. And that misses. 2-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Springer on the run, but he won't get there. It falls in. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Well, that's a nice base hit.
The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Runner at first here, one man out. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch for a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is. Here's George Springer. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Center fielder, George Springer.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
That's a ball.
And a fastball just a bit up. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Stepping into the box, Aaron Judge, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Aaron Judge.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. DeShields ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Batting 7.
Here's Howie Kendrick. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Into the windup and the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
That's just not a competitive pitch. I mean, that ball wasn't even close. Now the hitter's sitting 2-0.
And that's over. 2-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2. Hit back up the middle. Gung to his left. He's there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish.
Right fielder.
And a whiff at a good slider that time. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, You're hoping that he swings at that one.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Batting fifth, the shortstop.
And that'll bring up the versatile Jung-Ho Gun. And that misses for ball one. Bottom of the second here with no score. A fastball that just misses inside.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it. That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
On deck, Carlos Santana. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Here's Carlos Santana now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch. Seems like he's throwing everything at him, the kitchen sink, and he just fouled him off. So he tried to throw something right there and make him chase, and he didn't. So I don't know where he goes from here.
And he's safe at first, so a costly mistake on the drop third strike as now the inning will continue.
Delano, the Shield.
Back now live as we count down to the start of game one. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Harold, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matt, have you seen this guy throw? Whew, he is electric. What do you got to do against him? I think you got to attack him early. He's just too overpowering. His stuff is electric. He's got one of those great about for years to him before he takes it to you.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Left fielder, Andrew Toles.
And our first pitch taken for ball one as we are underway tonight from San Francisco. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Called strike over the outside corner.
Throws him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do. Work the count and get on base.
Third baseman.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First pitch on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Now that is power. You want to challenge me? I'm giving him a big swing. That was the big swing right there. I loved it.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Now another 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Digging in, Carlos Correa. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
That was a tough split right there. A splitter in the high 80s. When you're throwing that kind of split with that kind of movement, you're reading it with the arm speed as a hitter. You think it's fastball, then it dips. And when it's coming in the 80s like that, you definitely read fastball out of the hand.
Here it comes on 1-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Santana corrals it, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. Standing in, Will Myers. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all. At the plate, David Peralta. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Giants.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
David Peralta.
Comes set and the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Tough slider down low for a strike. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Barnhart finds it, and the throw is there to record the first out.
Batting second.
Here's
Center
Franklin
fielder,
Gutierrez.
Franklin Gutierrez.
Skied into straightaway right. Judge is on his horse. 2 down.
Batting third.
At the plate, Miguel Cabrera. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Fastball in there for a called strike. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
Batting fourth. Right fielder.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Darvish pauses, coming at him with the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Matt, this is a big at bat right here. Big half inning right here. They shut him down at the top of the first, and now you come in, you got a chance to get a lead. This place is already ready to erupt just enthusiasm from the fans. They score a run, it's going to go crazy.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Giants leave 1. Still no score. Stepping up now, George Springer. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Springer.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Gung's got it. And they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored.
Batting
Here's
fifth,
big Aaron
the
Judge.
right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Gung is there. There's one on the Cabrera, and it's a double play.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter.
Here's Howie Kendrick. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Now a flare out toward right center. Calling for it. Cruz. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Mets go. Standing in, Jung-Ho Kang. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish.
The shortstop.
And a whiff at a good slider that time. The 0-1. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
Well, this veteran pitcher lets you know right away what his game plan is. Fastball inside. He's trying to take away that inside part of the plate to open up the outside. Showing us early, he threw that ball right by him. When you got a guy throwing that hard, you got to really just think about using your hands and just spread out and let your hands fly. They're going to be quicker than your bat is going to get to the ball.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Springer looking up onto the garden netting and gone. Here's Carlos Santana now.
Batting sixth, catcher.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Santana.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Now here it comes. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Stepping in, Delino DeShields, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but you know what? He looked at the first 2 pitches, but they're different pitches, both down. Good pitchers pitches. Sometimes you got to tip your cap.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Delino DeShields goes down for the second out in the bottom half. Fletcher Purcell is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And a fastball just a bit up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The Giants have struck first here. They lead it 1-0 as we play the second. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Toles in pursuit, and that retires the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in the switch hitter, Tucker Barnhart. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Number 5, Tucker Barnhart.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 9th, second baseman
Colton Wong will stand in.
Wong.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin the wind right there and knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
Hard hit ball to second. DeShields from shallow right. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Andrew Toles. He worked a walk to open up the ball game. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Took a wave at 1 around the shins with no luck. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. Toles takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he is into third with a 2-out triple. So striding in, Chris Bryant, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
I'll tell you what, right there, Matt, that's a sign of a guy that was sitting on an off-speed pitch. He threw that fastball right by him.
Ready with the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Trying to send him packing for the second time. This one skied out toward right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's 1-1.
Now batting.
Here's Carlos Correa now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first two swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
Here it comes, 0-2. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. One for the Mets here on the... Stepping into the box, Ryan Schimpf. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 2-0 now. Darvish delivers the 2-0. A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike one. The set and the 2-1 pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Adam Warren comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate.
Adam Warren.
Here's a drive out toward the gap in left center. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Stepping in now, David Peralta, pulled toward right center field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Schimpf rounds third and is digging for the plate. The relay, and he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, that's a big at-bat right there. Not only does he get all the way to third on a triple.
In now, Franklin Gutierrez as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Well, coaches always say first things first, right? You can't make the throw if you don't have the ball in your hand. Looked like he...
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the National League Championship Series between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. What's this lineup have to do tonight in order to get a W here on the road, HR?
Well, the key to this game, Matt, is going to be the contributions throughout the whole entire lineup. You cannot rely on that key guy on the team, the big star. No, everybody's got to contribute. If they do that, they'll win this game. All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Mets. And down at third base, Chris Bryant. You talk about a tall drink of water. He knocks down everything. He's got the arm strength to play deep. He's got the good hands to catch the ball. But I think it's amazing to be that tall and force him to have to hit the ball over you.
Standing in, Justin Ruggiano. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For San Francisco, the fielder, number 39.
And we are underway now in New York as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Here's the pitch. Hit hard down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Throw won't get him.
Now, that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Here's Franklin Gutierrez as he'll send a ground ball down to third. No problem here, one away. So stepping in, Nelson Cruz. First appearance for him here with the leadoff man still at second and one gone now. And no swing apparently, ball one.
I tell you what, if you want to get a lead any time in any ball game, this is the one. Game 1 in the series, take that early lead and put the pressure on the other club to have to react to you, not you reacting to them.
At the plate, Miguel Cabrera. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. First and second now, one man out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. In the dirt here. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Jung-Ho Kang. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. In the air, out to right. Judge is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So a couple of hits here in the top half, but nothing comes of it. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. Colton Wong will stand in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Mets, second baseman, Colton
In
Wong.
tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. And he is going to have extra bases here to start the home first. Wong will take the turn and head for second now. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Carlos Correa stands in as he swings and misses for strike one.
Matt, this is a big at-bat right here. Big half inning right here. They shut him down at the top of the first, and now you come in, you got a chance to get a lead. This place is already ready to erupt just enthusiasm from the fans. They score a run, it's going to go crazy.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And the runner's breaking for third. Breaking ball swung on and grounded to second. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Third.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First trip to the plate for him in this one, and it's a good RBI spot, too. Leadoff man at third with one down. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
Now, that is power. You want to challenge me? I'm giving him a big swing. That was the big swing right there. I loved it.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first two swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit, try to put that ball in play.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Here's Will Myers trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and two gone.
Myers
on the ground to the right side. Purcell comes up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Settling in now, Brandon Geyer. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for two. And the Giants are in business here on the leadoff double. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least two bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. A runner at second. Nobody out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to. Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early. Then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Springer on the run. Makes the play, 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Batting 8th.
And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Correa is right there on to first, and there were 2 down. Boy, he really had to go a long way to his left to get to that one, as is evidenced by Showtrack. Good first step and a great throw to get it there in time. Definitely took away what looked to be a hit off the bat. Trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Judge is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 1 left for San Francisco. Coming to the plate now, George Springer. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Springer.
good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike one.
That just can't happen. I mean, first pitch, if you know what you're going to swing at, you got to have a good swing. You can't take a bad swing on the first pitch of an at-bat.
Oh, and he misses it. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Into the box, Aaron Judge, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A high fastball is in there.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just...
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gutierrez looks up, and it's gone. Here's Howie Kendrick.
Batting seventh. Designated
First
hitter.
pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Kendrick.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Cruz coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Well, he got jammed on that one right there, and he's just strong enough to muscle it into right.
In now, Tucker Barnhart, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting ninth.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. First offering on its way. Swinging a little blooper to center, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Kendrick is on his way home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Well, I love it when guys are aggressive with the runner scoring position. First pitch, he jumps all over it to drive in the run.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. The 1-0 delivery. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. 3 runs already home here. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Ruggiano comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Carlos Correa. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Now that low 90s fastball, it won't overpower a lot of guys. But if it's mixed in well, it's a real effective pitch.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And Cruz will put this one away to retire the side. Striding in once again, Justin Ruggiano. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch on the way. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. He'll get it into second. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
Well, he clearly thought he had a shot at 2 on the hit, but they did a nice job in the outfield of getting it in quick to cut him down.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Here's Price now on 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. The pitch. And he watches this one in there for a high strike.
Throws him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, they did a nice job of trying to change his eye level. The fastball up.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. Turned on down the line. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. The relay throw, and he's safe. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Now batting, third baseman.
Ready for another chance? Miguel Cabrera. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it.
Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Now batting, shortstop.
Jung Ho Kang is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0.
Hey, one of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Here he comes on 2-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. Wong onto the grass, and that's the third out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Bryant. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Chris Bryant.
Line toward the alley in left center. And this inning starts with a solid base hit.
Well, here he goes again. Here's that guy, a leadoff base hit. He's having a nice postseason. He is really locked in right now.
Myers.
Here's Will Myers. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Now to the plate, George Springer. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
George Springer.
First offering on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here's the 0-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Aaron Judge is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one.
Well, he got a high strike on a fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball, usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here. Wow, that was a big swing. He's trying to hit another 2-run homer. He's got a man on. He took the big hat. May as well start off the game with a 2-run homer earlier.
DeShields has got it, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Guyer. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Guyer.
Yanked on the ground down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. Here's Carlos Santana now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it his toes. And that's the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, Second baseman.
Stepping into the box, Delino DeShields. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit back up the middle, and that gets through for a one-out base hit. The tag, and they've got him at third. What a throw. And he'll make it in there with a two-out double.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Fletcher Purcell. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Lined into left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the run will score from second as they cut it to 1 at 3-2 now.
Well, he went up there with the game plan looking for one specific pitch, and he got it. He hit it hard. When the guy hits the ball that hard, you know he was looking for it.
Standing in now, Justin Ruggiano.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Price ready with the 0-1. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. 2 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate, and he is into second base with an RBI double. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do.
Here's Franklin Gutierrez. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's Price now on 1-0. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ready to deliver the 1-2. A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first. Myers ranging into shallow right, and that's the third out. So 2 runs on 4 hits here. No error. Now in the box, Howie Kendrick. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Designated hitter, Howie Kendrick.
He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. In there, a base hit.
Now batting.
Digging in, Tucker Barnhart. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Cabrera will take this one for the first out.
Now batting. Left
In
fielder,
now, Andrew Toles. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Second base.
Colton Wong will stand in. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. On the ground up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him in the side. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Right fielder, Nelson.
Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike 1. Now the pitch. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. And a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1. Digging in once again, Miguel Cabrera. He had a sac fly earlier. Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit in the box scores, but man, that ball.
And that'll bring up the versatile Jung-Ho Kang. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. No hits to this point. Popped up. Wong is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 6. Designated
Ready
hitter.
for another shot now. Brandon Geyer. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Here's the 0-1. Grounded foul. Now the 0-2 from Price. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, look at Wong. Safe. Nearly a remarkable play, but scored a base hit, and the inning continues with 2 away.
Carlos Santana.
Now the first pitch here from Price. Popped up. Myers on the move. He makes the play. A great catch on the... Now at the plate, Carlos Correa. He started out the evening 0-for-2 so far.
Carlos Correa.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And a rather easy first out.
The batter, third baseman.
At the plate, Chris Bryant. He's 1-for-2 in the ball game. Way late on the fastball for strike one.
Matt, he's throwing a lot of strikes. Very impressive, right? We just saw a swing and miss. But he may be even more effective if every now and then he throws a ball that's out of the zone, because they know he's in the zone. They're being really aggressive. If they have to think a little bit, it might not be a strike. It might be good for him.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Stepping in, Will Myers. 0-for-2 on his line thus far.
Myers.
Hit to short. Kang is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3. Ready for another chance? Delino DeShields. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Adam Warren takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Adam off balance a bit as this is skied into short left center. Holmes comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
The first baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Fletcher Purcell. A hit in 2 tries so far. This one's flared out toward left. Holmes posts under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, left fielder.
Ready once again, Justin Ruggiano. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. David Peralta will get the call to pinch hit.
Giants, number 6, David Peralta.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Pitch on the way. Hard hit ball to second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Giants down in order. On to the bottom of inning number 6, tied 3 apiece. David Peralta will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Playing left field,
Here's George Springer. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. hit hard on the ground towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the sixth.
That's what you call going to the plate with a game plan. 0-0 count, looking for a fastball. He took it right back up the middle. Great execution.
Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Here's big Aaron Judge as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Line towards center field. Gutierrez is right there, 1 down. Here's Howie Kendrick. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Matt, this is where that guy on first base is distracting the pitcher. I guarantee you, he's down 2-0. He's not focused on the hitter. This is where you get hurt. I love it when a guy on first can run.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Line toward right center, and another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one.
That ball is above the zone. He got his hands on top of it. The old
into the box now, Tucker Barnhart, and he puts it on the ground to second. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Digging in to try it again, Andrew Toles. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Grounded up the first baseline. The tag, and he is out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Franklin Gutierrez. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Now the 2-1 pitch coming to Gutierrez. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that one stayed up a little high.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And another foul ball. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Lifted in the air to right field. Judge is on his horse. 1 out. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He's 2 for 3 thus far. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Cruz awaits the 1-0. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That rolls foul for strike 1.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Hit down the third baseline. And a leap over at first, but he comes down with his foot on the bag to record the out.
Up next for the Giants.
Striding in once again, Miguel Cabrera. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Sliced hard on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Colton Wong will stand in. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the seventh.
Colton Wong.
Sent on the ground out to second. DeShields from the outfield grass, and he's retired, one away.
The batter, number one, shortstop.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, that's why you finish your swing. That's a nice hack. He's just strong enough to push it.
Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants. Bruce Rondon enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Way in front of a great slider that time. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? To second for 1. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of. Digging in once again, Jung-Ho Kang. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Pedro Baez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats.
I like the pitch right there. Got it to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a neck-high fastball that time. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Into the box now, Brandon Guyer. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. And he swings on top of one here. And chops it foul right at home plate. Ryan Schiff. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Judge moves over. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The catcher, number 41.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. This ball will be chopped foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Line to the right side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now. Will Myers. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Myers.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Weak chopper up the line. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, he went for the big swing and ends up getting a swinging bunt. You couldn't have rolled the ball any better. Starts off the inning. Here we go. We're off and flying. Leadoff single.
George Springer swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
I really like how the catcher and the pitcher are reading swings. The pitch before, big power swing. Then they pull the string on him and get him out in front early. He has no idea what's coming now.
And they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Gutierrez is after it. He's through first and hustling for second. And now that'll hop over the wall. So he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double. Swing and a little tapper. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. The 7 train making its stops just outside Citi Field as we welcome you back inside for the remainder of baseball on the show. Delino DeShields is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning 1-0.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Fletcher Purcell. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Springer has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in for his second at-bat, David Peralta comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike 1. The 0-1. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And as Giants fans hear on television quite frequently, that ball is out of here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the first pitch is a slider here, but that's chopped foul at the plate. The 0-1 delivery. Look out. A fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Judge is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Standing in. Tucker Barnhart 0 for 3 with an RBI. Vidal Nuno comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
For the Giants, number 54, Vidal Nuno.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Hit back toward the mound. 1 away.
Up next for the
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Man, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball. And he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Colton Wong is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Hit out toward second. DeShields fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So coming to the plate, Nelson Cruz. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Will Harris takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. He started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Now at the plate, Miguel Cabrera. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Hit out towards second. Wong is there. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the second out. At the plate, Jung Ho Gong, 0-for-4 with a strikeout thus far. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. 2 out, nobody on. But fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Judge looks up, and as Giants fans here on television, it is out of here.
Designated hitter.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And that will end up a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a blast to center field. No doubt about this one. Back-to-back home runs as that one's way out of here. Here's Carlos Santana now. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Here's Carlos Correa now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a for 4 day. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Ball one.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. Pitch on the way. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
That's exactly what they needed. Down by 2 runs, the lead off man puts himself in scoring position with the time.
Ryan Dull enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th. Hit weakly back to the mound. And he's retired here, 1 away. Here's Will Myers. And as he bats, he represents the potential tying run. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
0-1's the count.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Infield single, as innocent as it may sound, that might be a rally starter right there.
Center fielder, George.
Here's George Springer. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there in this situation. I may see him come back with that. This hitter's so amped up, ready to go. Nice job of pulling the string.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Here's big Aaron Judd.
Up next for
He's
the Mets,
homered and doubled in
right
4
fielder,
trips, so he's definitely been a factor.
Judd.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first here is in time to record the final out, and the Giants have taken home field advantage right from the start. They claim game 1 on the road as this one is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
And tonight's one-run game comes